all, let us understand that life's short. And that's what this is all about. Just kind of us getting together, having a little camaraderie, and let's talk about the campaign. I'm going to say this is going to be the first official rally of Mike Waguespack's 2015 campaign here in Jeff Hardy, Louisiana. I ran for this job in 1999 to make a difference in this community because I thought the sheriff, the office of sheriff, was the best platform to make a difference in a parish such as Summit. I saw from an outside business person looking in what I could do, what I thought I could do to raise the bar. And I think we have. When I took over this office, it was about a $2.7 million budget. We've constantly grown. I think we'll be close to $8 million in budget this year. Did I ask you to ever vote for a new tax? Did I ask you to vote for a sales tax? No. We went and found the revenues. We partnered with the folks such as the police jury, the school board, and Prince and Baton Rouge. We found the resource, we found the money. Our assessor today has done a fantastic job of making sure this tax roll was done correctly, properly. We had a lot of battles the last 2 years. And we uncovered a lot of things with that sinkhole. A lot of stuff came to the surface. A lot of stuff that wasn't reported, wasn't being taxed. He took a bold step to go after about 7 oil and gas chemical companies. Let me tell you, when you're going after oil and gas, it ain't pretty. They lined up with a team of lawyers. They came out with all guns blazing on Mike Waguespack and the assessor, Wayne Lane. But you know what? We succeeded. We've got 4 of the 6 or 7 settled. We've got 2 more that fixed the 4th come. I think about a month ago, we walked over to check the school board for $1.6 million. Okay? Now that took a lot of work. But when the big gun lawyers came into town, they said, oh no, this ain't just a country sheriff. This is a CPA sheriff. Not to pat myself on the back. But I say, hey guys, I'm not calling bullshit here. I've audited publicly traded companies. You can't tell me about this general ledger and this is worth that. I said, no, pay your taxes. We're not going away. We'll meet you in court. So they did the right thing. You know, they want to be good partners with us. We're going to be partners with industry. We're not against industry. We understand that everybody here benefits from that industry and that salt. But what's fair is fair. You know, we all pay our fair share. So that's just one of the battles we endured. The sinkhole was it taxed me. You saw less of me because I'm telling you, there was a lot of litigation that went on behind the scenes that, you know, I can't even really spend enough time to tell you about. There was a lot of work. Our office, police jury, got reimbursed what we deserved. And, you know, we succeeded in comforting those folks that were displaced. Such a beautiful community. Some are here today. You know, we did our level best to make sure they were held accountable. And, you know, I'm hoping that they got peace and been able to move on and reestablish themselves because it was just a tranquil, beautiful spot. They got room. I mean, let's call it what it is, a man-made disaster. So moving forward, you know, looking back, let's look back a little bit. You know, this office, my team, and I like to say I because it was the whole team effort of the Sumter Parish Deputies, some of which are here tonight. You know, when we came in, we put a substation in Pierre Park. The first sheriff to put a substation in Pierre Park. We also went to Bayou Lewis and put a substation there. We also saw the Columbine shooting, and we looked back and said, you know what? We need deputies in our school system. So we went to the high school, we went to middle school, and they rotate to the primary school. We did that. We found a resource, we found the money, because I felt better waking up in the morning knowing we got at least a presence at that school. Because we know the bad guys are going to show up one day. We just hope that we're proactive enough to stop a terrible situation and act. You know, because you read the papers, you see the TV, you see what's going on in the world. It's a scary situation out there right now. You need to make sure you have the best law enforcement team on the ground. And you do that with resources. Okay? You know, when you compare this office to St. James, I got triple the budget. At least double, I know that. They protect the same amount of constituents, about 24,000 people. We do it half. And I think we do a damn good job at half. Our police jury does, our assessor, clerk, everybody does a great job. You know, we're not needy people, we take care of our own. We really do. Drugs, there's drugs everywhere. Everywhere. I think I can go on record saying this administration has arrested more dope, pill, weed, cocaine, heroin pushers on record. You look at the operations we've done, we've got more to come. But it's a societal issue that the sheriff cannot solve by himself. It takes community input. It takes help from the state of Louisiana, which we're not getting now. This governor, I hate to tell you, has put us so behind in such a big hole. There's no more beds for treatment. Addicts are sitting under physician's commitment orders, sitting in ER 3 days. There are not enough resources. And they want us to just basically hold them in jail. We've got more mentally ill addicts in jail. You've got to start looking at the addiction as a long-term disease and start managing it that way. Okay? But we'll find the pushers, we'll find the dealers, and we'll weed them out. I don't think you hear about the pill factories in Pier Park anymore. We took that out. We've addressed the heroin issue, a lot of it which was coming from Donaldsonville. People leaving from Bell River to drive the back street to Bruley St. Martin to go to Donaldsonville, can't wait to shoot up and end up in the ditch in Bruley St. Martin. Well, we reached out to state police and our friend Sheriff Law and said, hey man, help me out. We've got a problem here. So we've got a lot to address that. We've got a lot more work to do. I'm not sitting here naive enough there's not drug dealing going on within a mile as we speak. We're staying focused and we're going to continue our mission. That's why I'm so passionate about running and continuing our mission, because I don't feel mission accomplished. I'm 49 years old. I don't have the benefit of retiring and drawing retirement tomorrow. You know, in our system, you don't draw a dollar until you're at least 55 years of age. Okay, so you know my opponent's retired. I understand that, and he's got a lot of time to politic and move around. We're going to continue to work. We're going to take care of our politics. We're going to take care of what we need to do. We're going to focus on the job at hand. Very busy with the legislature this session, as Karen alluded to, it's unbelievable how big of a hole this state is in. It's going to have a lot of challenges, and I know this guy's going to come out and veto things. I'm just hoping this legislature stays strong enough. Joe's here today, Joe Harrison. Thank you, Joe. You know, they got to stay strong and come together and just take a 2/3 and override the situation. Otherwise, healthcare, colleges, hospital, we can just shut it down. 1.6 billion is a big number, but that's a state problem. I'm going to help my part, the Sheriff's Association, to help make sure the locals are taken care of. Because guess what? There was a couple of 4 or 5 bills on the table that had pulled $5.5 million from our tax base, the inventory tax. $5.5 million. So we went up there with guns and swords drawn, and we took care of business. It's still not over. We're still trying to protect that. And it's a significant amount of money, and I don't even explain the tax and the mechanism of it. But understand that Mike Waguespack is committed to this. My wife, Elaine. It's tough enough being married to an elected sheriff. It's even tougher trying being married to Mike Waguespack. She's a wonderful, wonderful wife who is really focused on our children. We've got 2 very bright, successful kids, 14, 17. They're straight-A students, and that's been her primary mission. So if you don't see her at every function, it's because they've got something to do, and she's got to be there. And look, I'm not going to let that get in the way. So let's talk a little bit about the politics. Let me tell you something about the negative side of this election. My opponent's a good guy. Comes from a good family. But unfortunately, it's all orchestrated, and it has been orchestrated over the last 4 years by the gentleman that you know, Tony Faltman. Okay. Tony Faltman, for whatever reason, cannot get over hating Mike Waguespack. 7.5 years ago, he decided to run his daughter for assessor, and for some reason or another, he can't look in the mirror and say, I screwed up, Mike Waguespack did this to me. Now, I didn't ruin Tony Faltman's legacy. Okay? The king has been dethroned. I didn't dethrone him. He dethroned himself. Okay? But he cannot let go. He wants to keep his thumb on the courtroom. He wants to remain king. In his mind, he was king of Assumption Parish. I didn't want to dethrone him. I just wanted to be a public servant. But the fact of the matter is, he is fully engaged. Don't let him fool you. You may not have seen him publicly renting my opponent's name, but he's behind the scenes. And when he gets a little rejection from somebody, they make a call. He comes behind, says, what's going on? You know, they're pushing the sign, being very aggressive, different things. Let me tell you something. Unfortunately for him, he picked the wrong time to run because right now he's running a team of haters. They're delusional, they're loudmouth, Facebook bullies. Man, I've been victim of so much defamation on Facebook. It's not even funny. People say, when are you going to talk? When are you going to talk back? When are you going to shoot back at them? Let me tell you something. The biggest insult to these guys is no response. They want to drag you into the gutter. They want to break it down so you're in there pencil whipping this Facebook response. It ain't happening. I'm too proud of my family name. Waguespack's going to run high. They're going to run with respect. They're not going to get into the gutter. And it's a damn shame that some of these folks are going solo as attack my kids and where they go to school and just make these horrendous allegations about rehab and all this crazy stuff. I'm like, really? Really? How can a guy accomplish what he's doing every day with all I do, even the outside businesses that I have involvement in, and be in rehab? I mean, really? That's kind of just bizarre thinking. So, but look, that's Falterman style politics. Throw enough out there and some of it will stick. Throw enough out there and it's going to stick. I ain't getting in the gutter. We're going to run a first-class campaign as we always have. We'll respond to the issues, the factual issues that are brought up that are incorrect and not correct, inaccurate, but we're not going to get into the gutter this campaign. I've got too many friends that have respect for me and my position, and I refuse to go there. So don't get upset if I'm not bashing back on Facebook. It ain't going to happen. It just ain't going to happen. I'll deal with those rascals later, okay? So, I hate to, we're going to run a positive campaign and we're going to keep the message positive. I got a record. My record speaks for itself, whether you like it or not. It is a record. I'm going to promote the record. I think we've accomplished a lot. I think we've got a lot more to do. You know, just that juvenile center that we established is employing about another 25, 30 people and save the police jury $100,000 a year that they don't have to send a juvenile to St. James. It's also paying the police jury another $120,000 of rent. We got another $3 million of revenue coming from across the state into Assumption Parish. That's what you call economic development program. A sugarcane crawfish country. We need additional economic development. So that's where I feel the sheriff of platform has fit me best. And you know, the sheriff position is not about toting a gun and writing the tickets and stuff like that. It's about being CEO of a big organization. I have at least 100 full-time deputies, about another 25 that work part-time. We've got over 60 post-certified arrest power gun-toting badges that are worn by 60-plus deputies. When I took over that office, they only had 60 employees. When I took it office, some were making $900 a month and trying to feed their family. The lowest salary I have now is $1,600. The average salary is much higher. So we've done a work. I've put as much money as I can in these employees' pockets. You may drive a used car. You may have 200,000 miles on the car. But if I can give you a raise, I'll give you a raise. If I can cover more of your health insurance, I'm going to cover it. If I can add more to the deferred comp, I'm at it. Because our best and only asset is the people that work, the deputies that go to work every day. So I need to take care of those people so they can take care of you and take care of me.
Yeah.
Okay. I said, look, you got 34 years on the job. I said, you relax this election because I'm not going to relax. Because I'm not going to reverse what we built. I'm not going to, we've done so much. We have, look, this criminal justice system a while back was real dysfunctional. And I'm going to tell you, whether you like Ricky Babbitt or not, he's taking the politics out of the office.
Yep.
Because violent criminals should not be getting away with violent crimes because they're connected to somebody upstairs. It shouldn't happen that way. And if I'm guilty of anything, it's doing the right thing and making the right decision to hold people accountable. Look, I understand people need a break, first-time offense, minor stuff, but a violent crime, you do the time. And that's it. You sell dope to kids, you do the time. I don't tolerate that kind of stuff. So, you know, we've come a long way. We've got a good system in place. For the longest time, about the past 5 or 6 years, we've now got a partnership to where everybody's working together. The police jury, the sheriff, the school board, the clerk. You know, there was always just somebody pounding on somebody at all given time. Mad at the school board, mad at George. There's all this turmoil because we had a bully in the pulpit. Okay? So enough's enough with the bully. We don't need the bullies back in the courthouse. My opponent cannot fend off. He is not strong enough to fend off these bullies. And I don't know what Faulkner's deal is, but he likes to change sheriffs like he changed his drawers, and he craps on one on the way out. Look at all these guys. I mean, you know what? When I retire, I look forward to being a has-been. He can't accept that. You are a has-been. Try to go make some friends and move on. You know, so it's unbelievable. But that's not going to drag me down. We're going to focus on our mission. Just understand, this election cycle may be an ugly cycle. It's going to be up to their team. I'm not going to get the gunner. I'm going to focus on what we're doing, and we're going to have fun doing it. Yeah. We have nothing to lose. October 20th starts the election. Mark your calendar. August 14th, we'll have our annual fundraiser at Napoleonville. Let's get the goat out. Let's spread the word. If you need signs, Lonnie's here. You'll write it down. Franny's got a notebook. We want signs everywhere. Signs are, look, I told you, whatever you need, we're buying. We're having a lot of friends in Baton Rouge, New Orleans that I've reached out to and said, you know what, Mike, we want to help you. Do you have an opponent? We're going to send you money. I said, look, let's do it. So we're going to have a couple of really good fundraisers. We're going to be well funded for this campaign. We're going to make things happen. You're going to see the mail outs. You're going to see TV. We're going to look good and professional and promote our message. We're going to get our baseball out.